The Democrats are arguing over how to fight with the Republicans. Yesterday on Capitol Hill, Representative Gerry Connolly of Virginia defeated Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to become the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee. That's the committee that makes all the angry statements and said they are going to investigate Republicans. It's a very powerful job in Washington. Representative Gerry Connolly is 74 years old and was recently diagnosed with cancer. The left wasted no time going after the old guard of the Democratic Party. Last night on MSNBC, Joy Ann Reid addressed the elephant in the room.
Gerontocracy seems like it's intractable. And I recall that when President Obama was elected, he kind of pushed aside the DNC and created his own organization, because I think there's a frustration with the sort of creaky way the DNC operates. Jamie, God bless him, couldn't really change it. But it is run by donors and consultants and people who are locked into the old ways of doing things.
Cillizza is with us, senior advisor to the DGA Group, author of the Substack So What. Sean Spicer, NewsNation contributor, host of the Sean Spicer Show. Gentlemen, good to see both of you. Cillizza, start with you. Do Democrats have a coherent message other than we just want to fight with Republicans?
No, I mean, honestly, I think, Leland, that's why they didn't win the election. I was actually just talking to somebody about this today, a Democrat, who said, we sort of have a very vague message about what we would do other than not be Donald Trump. And I think that's sort of the problem. In a lot of ways, what's fascinating is in 2016, ultimately, if you go back and you look at that campaign, Sean can speak to it better than me. He may disagree with me. Don't feel free. But if you go back and look at that campaign, really Hillary Clinton's message amounted to, well, you're not going to vote for this guy. And what's amazing to me is by the end in 2024, you know what Kamala Harris' message it was? Oh, you're not going to vote for this guy again. That doesn't work.
I don't know if you can see Spicer, but he's nodding and smiling, which in my experience tells me he agrees with you. So we can move on in that sense. There is this now sort of wild fight, right? Everybody thought that the fights were going to begin January 20th. They're now beginning with, and we'll zoom out, this insane spending bill that had an enormous amount of pork that Democrats thought they could get through, and that it would all sort of push the can down the road. There's now a real fight going on, and Sean, I said to Lauren Boebert earlier, I'm probably one of the very few reporters in Washington who doesn't hyperventilate over a government shutdown. But has Republicans ever won politically one of these fights where the extreme part of the Republican Party, or the more conservative or the more fiscally minded, or whatever you want to call them, is fighting with the establishment donor class Republicans?
I think we're 1 for like 90. We did that one that Schumer screwed up early in Donald Trump first administration. But I think that's we're not even close to batting a respectable record here. The bottom line, though, is, look, I got to be honest with you. I mean, this is a 3-month bill, okay? 3 months to get us to March, and that's how big it is. I got to be honest, as a taxpayer, I'm glad that we're blowing this thing up. This is insane. And I'm sorry, but at some point, the problem is the vicious cycle has got to be broken. This idea, they pretend that somehow they didn't know that this date was coming. And every time I talk to a Republican on the Hill and I said, what are you going to do? They go, next time's going to be different. We're going to get the appropriations process going and da-da-da-da. And here we are back again. And at the end of the day, they've got it, like, something's got to give. We are $36 trillion in debt. $36 trillion. No country in the history of civilization has sustained itself with this amount of debt. So look, if they have to stay there for Christmas, good for them. But there's way too much, hey, let's get along to get along, get out on Friday so we can go home to go to a Christmas party. I'm sorry. Do your job.
Yeah, look, and I think you may be onto something here. You just said do your job, which Democrats view their job, as Cillizza laid out, as simply fighting against Republicans. Hakeem Jeffries basically said all Democrats now are going to be united in, holding Republicans over the barrel for not voting for this huge bill. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.